My name is Schin Haakenson, and I've been fighting wildland fire exclusively in the private sector since 2000. So this year will be my 17th season, even with the big baby. he's doing a month, so. Well, we're a small family-owned company, A-Team Wildfire Contract Engines. We run out of La Grande, Oregon. It was started in 1997 with my father and my brother. My dad asked me to do it a couple of years earlier, but I'd just gotten out of high school as 18 when he asked me, how do you want to fight fire? I'm like, I'd have to get dirty. And so it took me a few years to kind of work out that girliness. When my brother turned 18, he asked him, and he went, oh yeah, sign me up. It took me a few years. So I was 18 when I said no. I didn't say yes until I was about 22, 23 years old. So he asked me back in like 95, and I didn't say yes until 2000. My husband started fighting fire for my dad after I got married. And so when he went out and he came home and he would talk about it a little bit, and La Grande, Oregon is an agricultural community, so there's not a whole lot of jobs. Firefighting actually is a very large contributor to the small community. It provides the family wage jobs there for a huge number of people in that valley. And so when he offered it to me again, by then my husband was a real outdoors kind of guy, and he liked being out and stuff. So I took the class. I figured, hey, what can hurt? And it was interesting. It was surprisingly intriguing to me. But I wasn't actually hooked until about midway through my first season. I got up on someone's roof, and the homeowners weren't there. And in fact, the whole community had been evacuated. It was in Sula, Montana, on the Sula complex. And I was the smallest person on the crew, so they put me up on the roof to sweep the pine needles off. And at that moment, I looked around, and I realized that the people who live here will never meet any of us. They'll never know who we are. They'll never personally thank us for saving their home. You know, the fire's coming, and there's dozens and dozens of people here helping people they don't even know. And I realized I was doing something good. And it didn't matter whether a news crew was there to take my picture, or, you know, the people were there, thank you so much for saving my house. None of that mattered. It felt good to be doing something good, just for the sake of doing it. And at that moment, I was hooked. It was like, this is the job I want to do forever. Because how many jobs can you say that about? Every day you go to work and you're doing something good, you know? You're benefiting other people for the sake of benefiting other people, not just for your own everything, you know? So that's pretty cool. That was when I was hooked.